Good morning, everyone. It's Mary from Crafty Mima's Place with another Make It Monday. Today we're going to finish the final project with the Thoughtful Blooms stamp set and the Thoughtful Blooms punch from the Celebration catalog. Today will be the final project, so to show you how versatile the stamp set and punch are. If you would like to earn them, please give me a comment and I will be sure to get with you. This is what we're going to make. It is a card that you can send with a picture to someone you love. And as you can see, I put lots of love. This is my family many years ago when we went on a train trip. I'm going to send this to someone for Valentine's Day just as a reminder of how much I love them. And you can write your own message inside. And I'm going to show you how to make this. So here we go. Okay, to make this project, you're going to need an 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock. You can use any color that you like. I'm going to use Lovely Lipstick. You want to cut it at 8 by 5.5 and score it at 4 1/4. And then you're going to punch a hole in the front to make your card front. I will show you that in just a minute. You're going to need a small square of white paper to stamp your sentiment on. This is going to be the back of the card front, the holder for your picture, basically. And it's cut at 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. Then you'll need a piece of Whisper White cardstock for the inside of the card, cut at 5 1/4 by 4. And a piece of Designer Series paper that we're going to use for the front. And we're going to also cut this one out too with the die. This one measures 4 1/4 by 4. Okay, so really easy. You're going to need scraps of paper, different colors, any colors you want to make your flowers out of. I've already stamped a whole mess of them out of scraps in different shades of reds and pinks to use on my front, including the leftover Designer Series paper. So it's really easy to make. So here we go. These are the pieces that I've already cut out from the frame with one die. It was just one die that I just moved over and made it the length I wanted and the size I wanted. And I'm going to do the same thing with this piece of paper, but to make it easier on myself, I'm going to adhere it to the front and then put the dies on the back and run it through so that they line up completely with it. The die set that I use for it is the Layering Squares dies. As you can see, there's quite an assortment. I just used the biggest die. And I decided I centered it where I wanted it. Cut it out with the die cutting machine. Moved it over to where I wanted it to end and cut it out again. And that's as easy as it is to make this little window for the front of the card. So I'm going to use some tear and tape to put this cardstock on the front. And then we will cut that out so that you can see. And I lost my cardstock. Hold on one second. It was on the bottom of the dies. So I'm just going to center it to the front of the card. You won't really see much of it. It's mostly going to get cut off. So if you want to not put any on, you are more than welcome to not put any on. I'm going to use my Snail adhesive and I'm going to put it around the frame here. If you want, you can also do this all at one time. You can put your cardstock, your Designer Series paper on top of your cardstock and cut both of them out at the same time. There you go. I'll be right back from the big shot to cut out the back. As you can see, I have my frame. Didn't do a great job. My suggestion would be to put the paper on first and cut it all at once. That way it's even all the way around. But this one will work. You're going to cover it up with flowers anyway. Now we're going to attach the paper to the inside. We'll use our snail again. Oop. Does not want me to work with it today. Okay, and this is the back piece. And the back piece is going to fit right here. It's just a tiny bit smaller than the other paper. But in order to be able to get to the pocket, you're going to use a small punch to make a little circle. And I'll show you how. Okay, I'm going to use a small oval punch to just make a small little, I'm just going to put it in the center and just make a little hand tag so that I have a way to pull my picture in and out. And that's how easy that is. And now for this, I'm going to put the tape all the way at the edges so that I have plenty of room to be able to slide that picture in and out. Use tear and tape for it and just line it up along the very, very edge. The tear and tape is a little bit stronger than the snail adhesive, so it'll stand up to a little more use than the snail adhesive does. For three-dimensional projects, it's best to use a stronger adhesive like the multi-purpose glue, the Tombow, or the tear and tape. And I just put that tape in the wrong spot there. So thank you. That time it was forgiving. Most of the time it is not. Once you put it down, it does not come back up. So I really enjoyed working with this set. It's very versatile and I love the little punch. It's just perfect for little flowers. And you can always put flowers on anything you make. Birthday banners. If you made them out of green and red, you probably could make them look like little poinsettias even. Christmas time. They have so many beautiful products in the catalog for the mini catalog for winter or spring. And then the fall catalog comes out in June with the great big new annual catalog. The annual catalog is a big catalog, and I would be willing to send you a free copy if you make a purchase on in my online store, or you can go directly to Stampin' Up and order one. They're $5. If you're one of my customers, I'll send you one for free when it comes out. Now you just want to line this up as close to the edges as you can get, so you have plenty of room to put your picture in, just like this. So you can decide either to make this an upright card or a down card, a sideway card, this way or this way, landscape, portrait. Now I'm just going to make sure I have enough around my edges to get the picture in and out. I had to kind of use my bone folder to kind of give me some room. Okay, I'm going to use the same picture in this one, so until I can get a new one, we'll see how this one fits. This picture measures, just in case you wanted to know, it measures 4.5 by 3.25. Let's see. Oh yes, this one is a little bit bigger than the last one was, I can tell. And you just want to make sure you kind of get it lined up in there right. And sometimes it takes a little wiggling to get it in there. Like I said, this is a really old picture. This is my grandson. He's 21 years old now. I think he was 6. So, anyway, there you go. Now all we have to do is put our flowers on. And you can also stamp sentiment on the inside if you'd like. You know, you could put happy birthday. You could put Merry Christmas. You could put, yeah, you could use these for Christmas cards if you have photos that you use every year. Some people like to send photos. And here's all our flowers. But first I think we'll put the flowers on first. And you can make them in any, you know, color combination you want to do it. I'm going to use the other side of the gingham. This is in Lovely Lipsticks. It's our 6x6 paper packs. I'm going to use the Lovely lipstick, but I'm going to use the opposite from the gingham. So, and, you know, just start at one corner. I try really hard not to get anything to go off the edges because then it doesn't fit in an envelope real well. And you may have to pay a little extra postage. So let's get started. I'm going to use mini Pop-Tarts on the back of all of these little ones. So I'm going to get some started, and then I'm going to pause and come back when I'm finished so you don't have to watch me glue every one individually on there. Just put it on the back. These are smaller, about a quarter of the size of the other Pop-Tarts. Stampin' Dimensionals. You know I love to call them Pop-Tarts, guys. I'm not sure why, but I do. That one right there. Maybe go with a real red. Can kind of tuck them underneath. And then maybe a flirty flamingo. Oh, I have one already. Let's try the Blushing Bride. Let's try Blushing Bride. I'm going to have a special class next month for the the set we're going to work with. It's a die set with with a stamp set, and I have a whole set of projects. There's 6 cards, a card box, and a little banner that I will send you once you purchase the set. So there you go. We started off. You can even put more on if you wanted to, you know, layer them on top of each other. I have one. Oh, look. Mango Melon. Melon Mambo. Get the names wrong sometimes. Sorry. This one's Melon Mambo. And I'm going to put it there in the middle. And then I'm going to fast forward through this so you don't have to watch me. I'll be right back. Okay, now we have it filled in. Now for the greeting, we're going to use that small piece of Whisper White. And I'm going to use the stamp set Heartfelt. I'm going to use the big circle die. And in the center, I'm going to put From My Heart to Yours. And this is clear. It's just a dotted line. I'm going to use some ink, if I can find some. She's lovely lipstick. Lovely lipstick. And our stamping mat. Because this is a photopolymer. And it just makes dots, just like that. And then in the center, we're going to stamp From My Heart to Yours. And there's your greeting. Now, to punch it out, we're going to use the heart punch pack. There's 2 in the pack. This is the one that's just a straight heart. There is also the other one. They come together in a set, and it is a scalloped heart. But we're just going to use the straight heart today. You just line it up where it looks good to you. Getting as much. And punch it out. And we're going to use pop dots. Stampin' Dimensionals again on the back of this. Only this time we're going to use the full-size ones, not the mini dimensionals. And 3 ought to be plenty. You just want to make sure you put them in a good place for the greeting. Let's put that out of the way. Put this on here. And you want to kind of get it so that it's not, so I'm going to take this last one off because it is in the way. So we'll take that off and just use the 2 so that it doesn't stick to your picture. There we go. And there's your greeting. Put your picture in. Just like that. All right, and as you can see on this one, on the sample, I used both our Jewel Basic Rhinestones and our Jewel Basic Pearls. And our Take a Pick tool, which works really well for putting them on. And they also have colored ones in the catalog where you can see I have some colored ones on there. And let's try a rhinestone. I think I'm just going to put it on some of them this time. Rhinestones on the Designer Series paper, and pearls on the gingham side, and the other ones on the other side. Okay, that's it. We're finished. 2 little frames for your family and friends. Wish them a happy Valentine's Day, Merry Christmas, happy birthday, congratulations on the new baby, whatever you want to put. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, next month we're going to be working with a new set from the catalog. It's called the Birthday Jubilee Set. It has beautiful dies that cut out these flowers, and the happy birthday is really large. Celebrating you is the best. You deserve the very best. These are little stars. This is like a little cross here. The die cuts will cut out both of these. Plus, there's a bonus set of kind of dies in there too that we'll get into next week. On Make It Monday, we're going to do a Valentine's Day card and a little Valentine's Day box for Valentine's Day so that you can give some treats to your love of your life. I hope you all have a great Monday, and we'll see you next week. Bye.